Assalamu alaikum students. In the name of Allah the most gracious and the most merciful, we are going to talk about today is why do state changes take place? And we already have discussed about condensation, sublimation and all that stuff. So now we are going to see how all this happened. So we have here the difference between the solid, liquid and gas. You can see in the diagram of the solid that they are closely packed together. They are closely packed together. There is no gap between them. So it is written here as close together. But in liquid, they are also close together, but not very close together. So they are also close together, but in gas, they are very far from each other. They don't like each other. They move away from each other. And let's see about their movements. In the solid, they just vibrate on the spot. They do not go from here to there. They just stand there and vibrate there. They don't move. In the liquid, they move a little bit, but in gases, they move in all the direction. Okay. The solid, the well-behaved solid particles. They say, let's stay at our places. The particles in a solid are closely packed. They have very little energy. So if they have very little energy, they would decide to just sit there and just vibrate there. They will not move here and there and enjoy all the places to go, okay? The liquid one, they are the clumsy liquid particles and they say, oh, come on, let's run and play. But they do not play like the gases one, but still they like to play, but in a very mannered way, okay? And they also have energy more than solid, but less than liquid. And the naughty gas particles are highly energetic, tend to remain as far apart as possible. They say to each other, run away, let's play. So if they are running and playing, it means they have very high energy. They are the most energetic state of matter among them. So the highly energetic is the gas, then liquid, then solid. Let's have a revision of the previous lecture we did. Solid can be converted into liquid by a process of melting, and it only happens when we add energy. Heat goes in. Liquid can be converted into gas by a process of evaporation, and here we also are adding energy. It means heat goes in. Let's come downward. Gas can be converted into liquid by a process of condensation, but here we are removing energy. Heat goes out. Liquid can be converted into solid by a process of freezing, but here we are also removing energy. It means heat goes out. So this diagram is also for that, but here we have one more additional point is that the conversion of liquid to gas, we have the boiling point, and conversion from solid to liquid, we have the melting point. The difference between evaporation and boiling is the one that boiling has a fixed temperature, but evaporation can happen at any temperature. And in solid, we have a fixed melting point. I mean, the melting point has a fixed temperature, but melting can happen at any temperature. So this is the topic that we have already done, and it was just kind of a revision thing. So I hope you understand it. Until then, take care. Allah Hafiz.